Welcome guys to your second design class. Welcome to your second design class. So today we'll be doing something very interesting. We'll be designing a recruiter's dashboard. We will be designing a recruiter's dashboard. So just imagine it's okay. I've seen the thumbs up, meaning you can see my screen. Thank you. So just imagine you got employed as a UI UX designer and you were asked to make a dashboard for recruiters. Just to break it down, there are two sides of things that happen when one is looking for a job. One person wants to employ, the other is looking for a job. So it's very important you note that what you see when you are looking for a job is not the same interface. It's not the same interface that the person that is looking for you as a talent is seeing. So if you are looking for a job, what you'll be seeing will be obviously the listed jobs, the available jobs, when it will be closing, requirements to apply and all of that. Why those that are looking for talent, those that are looking for you, what they'll be seeing from their end will be people to employ, people that applied. They will need to see the stages of everyone that applied. They want to know if you are in the interview stage. They will want to know if they just want to be able to track the whole job process. They want to be able to track the whole job process. So you all won't be seeing the same thing. So they want to be able to schedule interview, message the whole applicants, and just be able to track everybody's stage. So what you're seeing and what they are seeing is not the same. So today we'll be designing a recruiter's dashboard, and I mean what the people that are looking for talent will be seeing or should see from their end, the website they need to get the right persons hired. So without wasting much of our time, we'll dive right into it. So we'll start with an authentication page. So whenever you get to any website, the first thing you do is to create an account, right? So the first thing you're going to be doing is to create accounts. So remember what we did the last time? Zoom to fit. Okay. You just come right here, the second icon, which is the frame. You click it. Once you click it, look at the right side of the right panel. Just look at the right panel. So we want to be designing a dashboard, which is obviously for desktop. This is not a mobile app, this is a website. So we're going to be picking desktop. So I will obviously be picking a MacBook because I'm using a MacBook. So I want to pick MacBook Pro 16. So once I just click on it, the dashboard just comes. Once you click on it, it just comes. So the next thing to do at this stage is alright, the first thing to do before I forget is to research on the color you want to use for this project, the font you want to use for this project, and all of that, because you would want to maintain consistency across all your UI interfaces. So I've done my background research and I chose orange for specific reasons. So what I'm going to be doing is to create what I call a style guide that will guide me all through my design process. So how am I going to do that? It's very simple. So I just come to tests, the T, I come right here and I write H1, and then I click the move. Click outside the panel, outside this canvas. Just click anywhere outside. Once I click anywhere outside, it gets this H highlighted. So I just come straight up to this typography. I come up to this typography, and then these 4 dots beside the typography, I click on it. Once I click on it, it opens this interface. The next thing to do is to click this plus. Once I click plus, what I'm doing is that I am creating a style. So I will just name this. Alright, I forgot to do something, so we'll just go over it again. So this H1, I want it to be 16. I forgot to set that. I just come here and I click 16, and I want it to be semi-bold. I just pick that. Beautiful. And then I go back to this stage, click on it, and then click this plus. Once I click it, I would want to write 16, which is the size, You are free to name it anything you want, but I for one, I love using the settings to remember which is which. So I'll just write 16 semi-bold. So I already picked Montserrat as the font I want to use for this project. So I hit create. Once I hit create, it's been created, 16 semi-bold. So what will I do again? I just get my text tool again, drop it here, and then I write H2, click my move, click anywhere outside of the Canva, just click on it, it's highlighted, and then I come back here, I detach by just clicking. You can see this AG16 semi-bold, beside it there is an icon, just click to detach, and then I click this 4 dots again, which is to apply style. I click on it, and then I click this plus, which is to create style, and then I want to write 16. Alright, I forgot to do something again. This should be regular. This should be regular. That is the difference from the first and second. So it's regular, and then I click this, then this. So this should be 16 regular. Yeah, that should be 16 regular. Then I hit create, and that's that. So I think I want to create 10 again. And then this is, I'll name this H3. I'm just setting my environment. Some people don't do this, but it's foolish of you, because at the end of the day, it will help your design to be fast and be consistent. So I hit 10, then regular, then plus, then I will just write this 10 regular. I will try to slow down. Sorry about that, I'll try to slow down. Then I'll write this 10 regular. And then I hit create. So it has created. This is 10 regular. Alright, beautiful. And then I think I want to create a very big font size in case I want to make huge emphasis. So I just drag this down, H4, and then hit my move to, click out, then I just come beside here, I detach. I want to use font for 40, so I hit 40. Do I want to make it bold? All right, let's make it medium. All right, then I hit this, hit my plus, and then this is 40 medium, and that's that for that. With this, you've created. This H4 should have been H1, so it should have increased progressively. I think I totally forgot, but then once I click on it and I see 40, I know which is which. So I've created typography, the fonts that I will use all through this design process. The next thing I want to do is the column. So I just come here, rectangle, click on it, then click here. So I've already researched, you know how we get colors. If this is your first class, go and watch the last section to understand how we get color from color hunt. So I already picked this out. So I want to change this column. I told you I'm using orange, so I already wrote down the color code, which is E7761D. Beautiful. So that's the color I want to use. I want to use this for my and then I bring out another column, which is FFF 7F3. Alright, let's change the screen. Let's use E9EFFF. So normally you are not meant to cram this. You just go to color hunt and pick your color. I already did that. Saved us a whole lot of stress because this is going to be a long class. Beautiful. So I drag this down. How did I drag down? Let me take this out. I just click on a square. I hold down on my option. So for my Mac is option, and then for Windows it's meant to be alt. Your alt key, ALT. I hold down on it. I hold my mouse pad. Then I use my other hand to just drag down. It comes out. So you can either do this or you do Ctrl C, Ctrl V. But once you do Ctrl V, it pasted, but it's on top of it. So you need to drag out to see. So I feel like this is stress. I just drag out at once. The whole Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, when I can just drag out, I just drag out at once. So I want to give this should be a gray color too, which is B5, B5, C3. I already picked out the colors I want to use here. So this, I think I need one more orange, light orange. I think I need one more light orange. Yeah. So I just drag this out here. And then I want to use F7, F3. Is this light orange? Okay, let's go with it. So I want to create this color, the color style. So what we did earlier was to make this a style guide, but it's for fonts. Now I want to do the same for color. So we just hit on any color. We'll come to fill. You can see these 4 dots, just like we did the first time. Click on it. The next thing to do is to click the plus sign. Once you click the plus sign, I think I want to call this dark orange color or something. Dark orange. And then hit create. And then the same with this. Once I click the one I want, I just come to this 4 dots, click on it, and then this plus. I want to call this light orange, and then hit create. The next thing to do is to pick this, and then I come over here, hit the plus sign. I want to call this light gray, and then I hit this, come over here, hit the plus sign. I want to call this dark gray, and then I hit create. So beautiful. I've successfully created all my style guide. How do I know that I successfully created this? It's simple. When I want to use it, you would see where it will come out, and it makes the whole thing, just this setup makes the whole thing beautiful. So remember, we already had this, we already brought out this here. So the next thing to do is to put layout grid. What's layout grid? Layout grid is used to, help you make your work straight and neat and very, very consistent. And very, very consistent. So how do we do this? To create a layout grid, make sure you are highlighting the desktop frame you are working with, and then you just look down at layout grid. You hit plus. Once you hit plus, this is our grid, and then you can see this grid here, and then I just hit the drop down. I put it at column, but I want the column to be 12 here, and then I want the margin to be 24. I think 24 works fine. I just hit enter, and it creates. So you can see this grids. Let me just zoom in properly. You can see this. So this shows me that I don't want to write anything within this white space here, which is my margin, and then I don't want to write anything within the other end, which is my margin. It helps me just control the whole design here. So what do I want to do next? So for the frame I'm using MacBook Pro 16. Please don't worry, kindly rewatch this. We don't have to be going back and front. Thank you. So yeah, I just come and pick my frame, and then I just drag. This is 12. The column is 12, so I want to divide it 6, 6. I just drag. So I hope I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. So instead of hitting my plus, I just hit these 4 dots beside fill. Once I hit it, it will bring out all the variables, all the colors that we kept that we want to be using. So I've just seen where this comes into play. So I just hit this. The video will be available. Yes, just kindly follow through the video. The recording is already happening. Thank you. We might not have time to go back and front. Just follow suit. Kindly rewatch your lessons as many times as possible to catch up. if we keep going back, that's why we said there will be no question there. Just rewatch your lessons. We'll be having a question and answer section tomorrow. Bring all your questions and it will be answered. We have 2 things we need to do before 9 and we need to run. Thank you. Alright, so we've done this. The next thing to do is, I want to create an authentication screen. What is authentication screen? It is a screen you meet when you want to create an account with a website or an application that you've not used before. So we're imagining that this is a first time user. Obviously, you're meant to put in your email or password, create account, something like that. So that's what we're going to be doing now. So what do? I just come to my test tool, I hit on it, and then I come here and I write create account. Once I'm done writing whatever I want to write, always do well to move back to your move tool and click on it, and then click anywhere outside of the Canva to get what you did highlighted. Then I come straight to the typography. I hit on this. I can see all the typographies I created. I want to use 40. Yeah. So I just, keep this here. Beautiful. Then the next thing I want to do is to write email address. So I want them to just create account with their email address and password, or log in with their email address and password, something like that, straight to the point. Some accounts, some websites might require so much, but for this, I just want them to use email address and password. Thank you. Alright, then for this email address, I want to go so down. So I just come to typography, I click this, and then I click this. I want to go so down to, let's say 16. Is 16 too small? If 16 is too small, that means we need to create something for 24 or 18. Yeah, I think 16 is too small. So I just detach it, and then I hold on this. Alright, this is the last time we're going to be going back. Kindly just watch carefully. Thank you. So the first thing I did was to come to my frame, and I hit on frame, and then it brought down this. I'm using MacBook Pro 16 because I am using a MacBook, so I just click on it. Once I click on it, it just enters. The next thing to do is to put a layout grid. So how do I do this? I just look at this side of my screen. I can see layout grid. I hit on this, and then I hit on plus. And then I just hit on column, and then I want it to be 12. I want the count to be 12. I want the margin. I actually like the margin to be let's make it 100. Okay, beautiful. And that's that for that. So we just hold a frame, go and collect a frame again, and then you drag. This is 12, so I want to divide 6. So I just do that. Once I do this, I hit on my plus sign. It added, but then it added white, but then there is a color we are working with. So I just hit on these 4 dots, and then this dark orange, it enters. That's what we've been doing since. And then I hold plus. I want to collect my text too. Very simple, just hit on it, and then I write create account. It might be small, don't worry. And then I hit on my move to click anywhere outside of the Canva. I just come down to typography. I hit on 14. And we've done that. So I can collect another text too, because I have a lot I want to write. And then this can be email address. I want them to create accounts using their email address and password. So once you are done typing, go back to your move tool and hit on it. Hit anywhere outside of the Canva. And then the next thing to do is to, I want to reduce this. So I just detach it. I probably just use 18. Let's see if that works. Where is it? So there's no 18, I just write 18. This is not too small. If you can hear me, give me a love emoji. I think I'm having network issues. If you can hear me, give me a love emoji. So I'll just connect to my WhatsApp. If you can hear me now, give me a love emoji. I think I just had network issue. If you can hear me now, give me a love emoji. If you can hear me now, kindly drop an emoji. If you can hear me now, kindly drop an emoji. Let's continue. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'll quickly just share my screen now and we continue. If you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up. If you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up. Beautiful. So we'll just go back. Sorry for that network issue. Alright, so this is email address. So we'll just drop this here. And then I come down and pick. I can either use a rectangle or a frame, but I just love using frame, so they would both do the work. So you want to give them the place they'll fill it, fill up their email address. I just drop that there, and then I give this a plus, and then I hit this. I don't want to pick any random color. Remember, we already selected the colors we want to use. Then I just come beside, I close this. I just come beside this 4, hit on it, and then I'm picking light gray. I want it to be there but not there, light gray. Then I want to give it a corner radius of, let's say, 10. So when you want to remove this layout grid, you just press Shift G, it leaves. You want to put it back, you press Shift G, it comes back. So I want to remove it now. I just do Shift G to see what I'm doing. Okay, that works. Shift G back. And then I hold on this frame, hold on the email address, then I hit Shift A. Shift A is to add auto layout. Auto layout kind of groups them together, but it's better to use auto layout than grouping, because the space it gives between the email address and the container, if I add something else inside of it, it gives the 3 of them the same space. It just automatically, just keeps spreading the space equally. So I just drag this, so you can see it's giving them all the same space. But if it was grouping, it wouldn't have. So I just do Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Beautiful. So remember we added auto layout. Once you add auto layout by doing Shift, highlighting the both and doing Shift A, you just look here, you can see auto layout, and then I can see that the space between them is 16. If it's too much, I can do 8. So we're using an 8-point grid system. I'm saying so much at a time. What does it mean? It means to be increasing the space by 4. a 4-point grid system, sorry. So we'll do 4, 8, 16, going like that. It helps, give your design professionalism, a professional look, So this is 8, and this is for email address. So for this email, I think I want to reduce, I don't want it to have a black, so I'll give it a dark gray. This should be 100. So I'll give it a dark gray. So the difference between a professional designer and a novice designer is just their use of gray, white and black. So know when your gray is too much, know when to reduce it. So I usually have light and dark gray. So when I feel like, oh, this is too, I'll just get it to be darker. So I just drag this out here. How did I drag it out? Let me do that again. I hit on it, and then I press hold my Alt, which is my option, Alt for Windows, option for Mac. Press hold the left side of my mouse pad, and then I just drag with my other finger, and it just comes out easily. So I just hit double tap inside of the email address to edit it. So this should be password, and then I click anywhere outside. Beautiful. So the next thing I want to do is to write something. So remember, everybody does not need to create accounts. Some people already have an account, so you always need to write something like already have an account, log in here, already have an account, and then question mark, and then I put login. So once I'm done typing, I will hit my move to hit anywhere outside, and then I just drop. This is too big. I think I will just use 10. Go to my typography, use 10 regular. Don't think it's too small. It's not too small. Remember, this is a desktop, so it's designed for a laptop. So once the person is using it in the whole screen, it will look so big. So as you are designing, don't think it's too small. So I want to change the color of this login to our orange. I just come here and I click orange. I think I even want to make it bold, so I just make it bold. Beautiful. I think the next thing I want to do is a checkbox. Do I have a checkbox anywhere? No. So what do I do? Remember the plugins we did last week? I just come here, or rather just hit anywhere outside of my Canva. I right click, this comes out. I can see plugin, iconify, and then I just look for a checkbox. I just search or button checkbox. Okay, let's do checkbox. Beautiful. So I just drag this out. Once I drag it out, it will come out. Then I close this, but it comes out really small. It comes out so small. So what do? I just do Ctrl++ to increase my screen, and then I take it and drag it down to where I need it, which is somewhere here, and then I just drop it here. So what do I do here? I want to put something like remember me. That setting that help a website automatically save your password, and you don't need to be typing it over and over again. I just put remember me, and then I just close this. I feel like it's too big. Then get it very close here, and then I hit this. Once I highlight remember me, I hold up my shift and I highlight the other one. What does this do? It highlights the both together, and then I hit shift A. Shift A adds them in an auto layout. How do I know it's been added? So I can just see a frame here, the left side, the left panel. So once I close the frame, and I come beside the frame, I'm seeing something like an eye. Once I close the eye, it's like blinding it, removing it. So I'm seeing that they both work. It means they both are in the same container, and I blocked the whole container. But then I just want to show you something. I unlock it back. So for this remember me, I just double tap till I enter inside of it. Remember, there are two things in this container. If I want to hit the remember me, I double tap till I enter remember me. Maybe I want this checkbox. I double tap till I enter. Once I see that it's highlighted, it means I'm inside. So I want to come to this. I want to change the color. We are maintaining consistency using our color. Beautiful. So the next thing I want to do is to hold my text, write, create account, and then hold my move, click outside. This is too small, obviously, because it's 10. So we want to use 16 bold or 16 regular. Let's use 16 regular. Then I hit Shift A. Shift A is to add auto layout. Always remember. And then I just drag like this. I want to drag from this end to this end, from this end to this end. Beautiful. And then I add a fill. I just click on plus, and then I click here. We want to add our dark orange. At this point, I think the font, the black font is not giving. So I just give it a white. White is F into 6 places. I think F is better. I think I want to reduce this, just reduce it. And then I want to give it a corner radius of maybe 20. I think 20 is too much. So let's try 10. Alright, this is beautiful. We are heading somewhere. Alright, the next thing I want to do is I want to carry this. Just duplicate it. How do I do that? Hold my alt, press hold my mouse pad, and then I just drag out. I want to drag this here and write something like I want to write something like sign up with Google. Maybe they don't want to go through the stress of creating accounts. I just want to tell them to sign up with Google. And then I hit, at this point I think I need a Google icon. So I just come here. I just, on an empty canvas, right click, plugin, iconify, and then I just search Google. Is that how to spell Google? Sports. And then I want to drag this out. So I've gotten it. So always remember, iconify is where you get your icons. Iconify is where you get your icons. Always remember. So this is already highlighted. I hold my shift and then I click on this to highlight the both, and then I press Shift A to add the both of them in an auto layout, and then I just drag to this end, and then I just drag to this end too. Alright, I think I want to do Shift R to add a ruler because I think this spacing is too much. I just drop the ruler here. What do I want to do? I want to shift this to this end, shift this to this end. I'm just using the ruler to control my movement. Shift this to this end, and so because it's at that end, I want to increase this. We can see where our layout grid is. I want to make sure that I'm following that layout grid. That's where I should just stop, and then I just increase this to this end. Beautiful. So for this, I just shift it to this end. I think I want to make this, keep this at the center. So I just come here. I can see that it's at the left side. I just move to align center. It goes to the center. I want to add a fill. I want to use our light gray. I personally think this is too slim, so I just drag to increase it a bit. I think this works perfectly. Or reduce it. I think this works. So I think this should be their first option, and then I do something like I hold my text too. So it should be click here to sign up with Google, or you sign up with your email address, something like that. So I just click all, sign up with email, then click this, click out. I think this is too much, so I just come here and I will give it 16 regular. Yeah, so this 16 regular, this should be here, and then I think I want to get a line. Just come to my shape to pick line, I just press L, and then I just hold my shift. Shift is to make sure it is straight. We said this the last time. Drop it here, Ctrl Z. I think it's not straight, so I just do that again. I just drag and drop it here, and then I go over this end. I don't even think this is at the center. I don't think this is at the center, so I think the center should be somewhere here. So I get my line 2 again, just drag, remove my hand. I think I just want to duplicate this with my alt, and drop this here, and then I can now see that it wasn't really at the center. So I hold on the line, hold my shift, hold on this, hold on the line, then I do shift A. Okay, beautiful. I think I want to make this very faint. I just come here to the selection color, and then I give it a dark gray, a light gray, a dark gray. For some reason our dark gray is giving 20% opacity, which is not what I want. I think I'll just kindly, okay. So I hold on this. Okay, first hold on my password and hold on remember me. I'll click shift A to add them both in an auto layout. Distance between them is too much, so I'll give it 8. It reduces. So this should come after the secret account. So this should be here. So I hold on this. There is always a privacy right you give to any website whenever you are signing in. You might not know, there is always a privacy right you give to any website. This video will be available. It's gonna be on our YouTube channel, so don't fight if you are not following up. So kindly just rewatch and you catch up with your mates. So there's always a privacy right you give to any website. They will always ask you. So it's called privacy policy terms and services. So we don't read. Nigerians, we don't read. We just click create account. We don't even know if it means we'll be taking your data from here to an external source. We don't read. So it's usually on every website. So we just add that here. So we just say by clicking create accounts, you acknowledge that, let's say you've read the conditions, of which Nigerians we don't, that you have read.
Is there something else I can help with?
No, thank you, Siri. Sorry about that. That you've read and you accept terms. You accept the terms of service and privacy policy. It's usually on every website. After this class, take time to go to Dribble and find authentication pages and just take a look at them till you understand how that works. So yeah, we just pick 16. Okay, I think 16 is too big at this point. Or do you want to break it? We can just break it. Break the line. It just enters the nest. So breaking is not bad. But then I feel like the space between the two lines are too much. How do I do this? I just check this to detach. And then this 48 is the space between the line heights. So let's do 20. I feel like 20 is too small. Let's do 24. It's okay. This works. So I want to make this gray too. I want them to just, for some reason, this our gray did not go as planned. So I think I will just go back to, the gray is having an opacity. I don't know where that came from. I just hit this, hit my plus. No, hit this. Detach is on 20 opacity. I want it to be on 100. I didn't notice that on time. Hit this, hit my plus. How do I differentiate the two grays? Let's use DD, which is dark gray. I know that I'll be using dark gray. I don't have strength to go and be deleting the other gray that is wrong. Alright, so we want to be using our dark gray here. I just come to the fill. I am picking dark gray. Don't feel like it is too faint. No, it is not. Shift G. I just want to drag attention to what I want to drag at. So somehow they do this and make you not see that these things are there, so that you won't read it, because they don't want you not to grant them access to what they need from you. So this is always done like this. So yeah, at this point, what do we do? So I hold on this, I hold on this, and I hold on this. Shift A, Ctrl Z. For some reason this is not okay. I hold on this, hold down my shift, click this, hold down my shift. Okay, this is too far. Let's bring it close. It could be the reason why it did not enter. So I hold on the create account, hold my shift, click on the small one, still holding my shift, click on this, then I do shift A, Ctrl Z. It didn't go as I want, so just taking one, hold this, shift A, beautiful, and then hold the 2 and hold this, shift A, beautiful. That's what I wanted. Okay, this works. So I hold on this. I want to be able to group the things I want to group. I want to group the things I want to group. That's what I'm doing. You know, there was a law I told you the last time. I said things that are close together are perceived to be grouped. So I want the things that I want to be as grouped to be close to themselves in terms of their spacing. So hold this, hold my shift, hold this, shift A. Okay, this works. So what do? I think I want to take this down with my mouse, just drag it down. I think I want to take this down. I think I want to drop this here, and I think this is too small. I want to increase it. For some reason I want to maintain my pink, my orange here. Beautiful. So we are almost, if you want to remove the ruler, just hit shift arrow to add it back, shift arrow to remove it, shift arrow. So for some reason I think we are almost there. So now we'll be spacing accordingly. How do we do this? I just click on this, hold my shift and go close to the create account, because I'm holding down my alt, to show me the space between them. I go again, click on this, hold my alt, go here. The space between it is 24, beautiful. It's a multiple of 4. Remember, we are using a 4-point grid system. So I click on this, go close to this. I can see it's 82. I feel like it's too much. So I just use my move, the arrow key that is facing up, to move up. So I want to make it 24 too, beautiful. Then for this, I hold the both together because we added the both in an auto layout, so I can carry the both at the same time. Hold down my alt, go close to this. This is 58. Is 58 a multiple of 4? I think, but I think I want to do 54 or 48. No, 58 is not a multiple of 4. Is it? Is it? Do the maths. I think 56 is rather. Yeah, 56. So for this, I think I want to come very close and I want to make it 24. So you'll be doing mathematics here. You'll be checking to be sure that. So this is 24. Beautiful. So we are almost done with this. For some reason, I want to make this so bold. It's on medium. So let's take it to, let's leave that bold. Okay. Then for here, for this side, I want to add an image. So I just go to, if you're having issue connecting, calm down, this is recorded. I just go to my Chrome. Don't mind the whole system. My Chrome is always like this. I'm always searching for something. So here I want to go to free pick. I want to go to free pick here. And then there is an AI suite, because I want to give the AI a prompt. I don't know if I'm done using my, let me use my my work account. Alright, okay, let's do free pick. Just go again. Thank you. Alright, so we want to pick this image generator. So you just let it open. It takes time sometimes. So I want to tell this, give me an image of a girl, a lady rather, on orange suit. I want her to look very corporate. These are like HRs they're employing, on an orange suit, smiling and facing the camera, smiling and facing me or something. Just anything that comes to your head, then hit generate. Oh, I think I'm done with my free bundles for this. Alright, let's just use free pick. Just ask it, a lady on suits or something. I want it to be very specific with AI. I see now this is not pink. What should we, which should I go with? Okay, let me pick this lady. Is there someone else I like? This is giving AI vibe. So let's go with the first lady. I just go back to my free pick, and then I do Ctrl V to drop it here. I just take this, then I do my K to scale. I want to scale it down, and then I just drag it into this frame. How do I know it has entered? You can clearly see that. You can clearly see this blue highlighted stuff. It's inside. It's outside. It's inside. Beautiful. So I want it to enter. So I just keep this here. And then my K to make sure I'm scaling. I want to scale her to just cover this. I want to scale her to cover this. Beautiful. What else do I want to do? So I want to get my rectangle tool, and then I want to give it orange, and then go back to, you can see that this is still at scale. This is the icon for scale. I want to go back to move, and then I want to give it an effect. I do plus, and then I just come down here. I want to blur the layout. I think I want to blur 500. Let's see, is that too much? I think that's too much. Let's do 200. So designing involves a lot of thinking to know if it suits exactly what you want. Okay, I think this works. And then I think I want to write something like, hunt your favorite talent today. You don't need to bother for this. You can always ask ChatGPT to give you a UI writing, and it's you. I think I've done recruiter's website a couple of times, so I'm pretty used to it. I participated in one competition sometime last 2 years, and it was a recruiter's website that we used to win the competition. Yeah, so your favorite talents today. I think I want to drag this out. So this is called heading, and this is subheading. So I want to give it a subheading like, what should we do? Maybe find that new talent, post that new job opening. I can't wait for us to be done with this authentication page to move to the main thing for today. And we've already spent an hour. Oh my god. This job openings. Just for you, and get the right candidates. Just something that speaks to them. Candidates. So I click on my move, click outside. I want to change. This is at 14. No, it's too much. So I want to give it 16 regular. Don't think it's too small. So it's highlighted. Hold my shift, click this, highlight the bold, shift A, auto layout. So the space between them, I really feel like it's too much. I just come here, and then I want to give it 24. I think it's still too much. Let's give it 16. I think it's still too much. Let's do 4 multiples of 4. The last one is 0. We can always do -4. You keep minusing, the next is minus. I think -4 works. So I think I want to drag this in here and leave it there. So the name of this website is Jobbins. Normally recruiters should give you their logo and their company name if you are designing the website for them. So I just forged this logo, but it's not a real company. I just forged the logo, just for the course of this teaching. And then I think I want to drop this here, Jobbins or something. So I think I want to drag out this, and then K to scale, and then I just reduce it. I reduce it and drop it here. Let me take out these Jobbins first. Just cracking my brain to see. Oh, Ctrl Z. We didn't pick the icons with it. So I drag out the both. Good. So let's do this V. I will reduce this. So let's make this 500. Let's do 15,000. I really want it to be there but not there. It has vanished. So let's do 10,000. I wanted to give it that. Let's do 8,000. Let's do 5,000. Let's do 1,000. Good. Okay. So let's do 1, 2. I think I'm muted at this point. If you can hear me, give me an emoji. If you can hear me, drop an emoji. If you can hear me, drop an emoji. Okay, thank you. We'll go back. Alright, so I just want to drag this in here. Give it a white. Or a light gray will work. Yeah. So I think this works for our authentication page. This can obviously be better, but for the sake of the teaching and to move forward to the next thing, this can obviously be better, but for the sake of the teaching, I think this works. I think I'm gonna try out this on a black. Let's detach this. Let's make it 0, 0, 0, 0. Let's just see. And give it 100. Is black better? Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. I think black is better for some weird reasons. So 0006 black. So I think black is better, and I think I want to remove this particular one. I think I want to hold on this girl and come to appearance and see if I would see. Alright, nothing works. I just reduced this. I really wanted to enter just this frame. So I think we can work with this. This can be better, but for the sake of teaching purposes, we just fly. Just like this, you get as much as 3 months, 4 months to come up with what works for you. If you can be more creative, you are free to, or if you can't, just if I give you an assignment, replicate what was done in the class. I think this can fly. Alright, so the next one we're doing, so we're done with our authentication screen. As simple as it can be, and we spent a whole 1 hour. So this is create account. They either have to click sign up with Google. Once they click it, Google automatically just creates an account with the website, or they put it in manually, put in an email, a password, create account, and it should take them to the next thing that we're designing now. We're gonna be doing, which is a dashboard. So I just come back here on the frame, and I'll pick the frame I used before, MacBook 16. I just drag this down here. And then the next thing to do is the grid system. So I want to use column 12, and we want this to be 24, and then we will hit 12, 24. Does that work? And then we just hit let's do 100. We hit enter. Okay, that works. So I want to add something. I hit on plus again. The first one we took was column. Now I'll be taking row, and I will just give it, let's do 20, and we hit enter. So remember, you can always do Shift G to remove this whole thing and see the beauty of your work. You can always do Shift G to put it back. So right now we want to create a side panel. So we'll just hold on frame, and then we'll just come here drag this down here. I think I want to keep this a light gray hue. Shift G. I think we're getting somewhere. So we hit Shift G. So for this side panel, I don't know if you've ever used a website. You should know that there is a place to go back to your home. So remember remember what we are doing. We're designing a recruiter's dashboard, and the owner of the project would give you what is required. Design, it's called PROD, Project Requirement Document. So he told you design a recruiter's dashboard that has features like the home, application, job tracking, and schedule, interview, and message. So the recruiter wants to be able to see all the applicants, be able to track the level they are in. Have they moved to the interview stage? Are they still have they been interviewed? Did they just apply? Did they pass their interview? Just there are different stages of interview. They want to be able to track it. Once a job opening is posted, more than 20 persons, what's 20? 100 applies for a job. So you want to be able to track all these things. And also schedule interview for those that are just joining in here. For those that are just joining. So you can see all the features that he wants to see on the sidebar. So on this sidebar here, these are the features the recruiter wants to see on the sidebar. So I think for this particular one, I want the whole frame to have this color, FFFBF9. So I want the whole frame not to be purely white, and then I want this particular thing to be purely white. Decisions of color is just with time. You would know the right thing to pick and all of that. So the first thing to do is to come to and pick this, which was obviously given to you by your recruiter. So you just drag this out. You already know how we drag. Hold on our Alt and we drag it out. It duplicates it. So we just drop this there. So the next thing to do is the features that was listed. So I already did a whole lot of work on this. So you guys already know where to get your icons from. You get icons from Iconify. So for this first icon, it's home. For this second, what I searched was applicants. For this other one, what I searched was job tracking. This is message. This is message too. This is settings, and this is help or question or stuff like that. So let's just search one. So let's just search home. So you search home. Beautiful. So it's obviously this. I just dragged it out. So once you see the one you want, just drag out. Just drag it out. See it. It's there. So what did I do? When I dragged it out, I came to selection 2, and then I came here, clicked this, and I gave it this. That's just it. So this is how, remember what I said, how I got all of this. This is just to fast track, to make the whole teaching very, very fast. So I just get this out, and then I get my move to, I drop this here, and I write dashboard. So this is obviously big. Remember, we have something that we've already set. So I think I want to give it 16 semi-bold, and then I just reduce this. Ctrl Z. I'll just leave that. Get it very close. Highlight the bolt and do Shift A to add auto layout. And then I want to drag this more, and then I want to give it a corner radius of, let's say, 5. And then I want to come to here. This is padding up and down, padding left and right. I just open this. I just want to pad the left side, so give it a padding of 10, and it enters. So I just drag this, the whole of it, to here. You can't see it because it's white against white. So maybe I just come here and change it to this, so we can see. So I just drop it here. So I want to get a ruler, which is Shift R, and then this comes out. I just drag from there. I think I want to drop this here, and then I want to drag to this point. I want to give it a fill plus, and then it should be our light orange. Alright, you could see that that was actually light orange. It's very evident now. I want to give it light orange, so I just move this like this. Have we put corner radius? Yes, but it's too small, so I go back to 5. Maybe we'll make it 10. Let's see. Okay, I think this works now. So I wanted to just use this test run. I just drag this out and keep them. So I just drag this out into 6 places. Alright. So for this, I just come here and blind the fill. It goes out. The next thing I want to do is for the fonts. I want to change the font color. So instead of this, I just click on this and I take dark gray for the both. So I'm changing this to, remember the features they gave you, applicant. So I'll just put all applicants. We'll change the icons later. So I just drag this, hold my alt, drag out, hold my alt, drag out. So we have all applicants. We have job tracking, and then this is for schedule, maybe for them to be able to be scheduling interview. This is for schedule interview. This is for my message. I think I might want to have another for settings and another for my help center. So this should be settings, and this should be help center. Now it's time to change the icons. So I'll just highlight all these icons. All these icons, I just highlight on all, and then I want to give them the dark gray. I highlight on all this. Let me be sure I gave it the dark gray. I didn't give it, I gave it the first gray. That was a mistake, so I give it the dark gray. Beautiful. So I just pick one, do Ctrl C to copy. I just come here, Ctrl Shift Command R, which is paste to replace. So I come back here, click this, Ctrl C to copy. If you don't remember the shortcut, click on it. You just right click, you will see paste to replace. Once you click paste to replace, it replaces it. So I take the second one, copy C. Shortcuts just makes your life easier. Shift Command R. I take the next one, which is for message, copy C. Shift Command R. I take the next one, settings, copy C. Shift Command R. I take the next one, copy C. Then I do Shift Command R. So for some reason I feel like the space between these two is too small. So I just come here. Space between them is 4, right? Let's do 8. So I think 8 works better. So I need to change all. That's why it's good to test run with one and make sure you've set what works. So when you're duplicating, they automatically just have. So it's 8 even. Let's check 16. So what I'm doing, the space between the icon and the writings, that's what I'm checking now. The space between the icon and the writing. So I think 16 works better. Remember, I did multiple of 4, so I'm always conscious of that. So since 8 did not work, probably I should have done 12, but then I flew to 16. So let's try 12. Oh, 12 is better. I don't want them to be too close. I don't want them to be too far, you know. So we just change the rest. 12, a multiple of 4. Remember, with this, you know that 6 can go, 9 can go. Just still there are no multiples of 4 can go. So yeah, we've done that. So I just highlight all and do Shift A. and then the space between them is 83. I want to reduce it to let's do 16, and then I want to carry it here. So I feel like it's too big, so we reduce it to 8. How is 8? I feel like it's too big. Reduce it to 4. How is 4? Okay, 4 works fine for me. So that's that for this. So the next thing to do is Shift G. Sometimes Shift G covers what you're actually working on. I don't know why. So I want to put, this is called low fidelity wireframe, Shift G. For this Shift G, I think I want to blind the row. This is stopping me. So this here, and then I want to click on plus. You might think it's not visible, it's there. So the next thing I want to give it section where I want to place what, So come here. I just probably keep it here. So it's menu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll do 5, 5. So that's here. So I just drag out and keep here. So for the next, I want to drag out and keep it here. And then I want to keep something else here. Then I want to keep something else here. And then I want to keep something else here. Okay. So let's make sure. Okay. So I'll give this a corner radius of 14. Oh, I gave 400. So we'll give 14. We'll give this 14. We'll give this 14. 14. 14. Yeah. So I think I want to drag this down a bit here. Okay, Shift G. So I've given a structure of how I want to fill up my things. I think I want to check the space between them. I want to make it 24. Just click on it, hold my shift, come very close. You can see it's 34. Just click 24. Then for this, I want to make it 24 too. 24 for this. Then click on this, hold my Alt, come close to the distance, the place I want to see the distance. To the next one, I want to make it 24 too. I just drag this down. Then for this, click it, come close here. Let's do 24 too. And then I just drag down. The spacing between them, I want it to be 24 too. I just click on this, then come very close to this. I can see it is. So okay, what I can do is just hold this, Shift A. And then I come here to the space between them and I do 24. Or should we do 16? Let's do 16. 16. So with this I can see that I can actually increase this a little more. This is 25. Okay, I think I want to work with this structure. So what I'll do is to hold on the whole frame. How do I do that? Just come to here. You can see MacBook Pro. Hold on it. Hold your Alt, press hold your mouse pad and just drag down. I just drag it out. I just dragged it out. Then I do Shift G. Okay, Shift G again. I think everything is the way I want it to be. And then the next thing I do is I want to put my search bar where they'll be able to search. So this is the sidebar. So we are currently, why is this dashboard highlighted? It's because it's showing that we're currently on the dashboard, which means we have to design another one showing that they are on the all applicants. Oh, I made mistake here. This shouldn't be caps lock. Okay, all applicants. Then job tracking, schedule interview, my message, setting, and so all of this would have different interfaces. So we are currently trying to do for their dashboard overview. So what do you think they should see in their dashboard? So I for one, I want them to see the interviews they have for the day. Remember, this is a recruiter's dashboard. It means they are the ones employing people. So I want them to see those that they've already set that they'll be interviewed for the day on their dashboard. So I want them to see an overview of how many people that have applied for the job, how many people that they've shortlisted, how many that they've hired, and how many they've rejected. So I want them to also see a job summary of their open and closed job. What do I mean by open and closed? So when they post a job, it's still open. When they've hired, they will just close it. So I want them to see their open and closed job for the year. And then I want them to see their recent activity. So these are what I want to see on the dashboard. So I want to be placing all these things I said here in one of these cards. So let's work on this one. So I want this one to have their search bar. So they'll be able to search whatever they want to search. How do we do this? It's simple. You just get your search. I think I already kept that out. I think I might want to just get all these icons very close to me. Just drag it them. So remember, you get your icons from Iconify. Once you get to Iconify, just search for search. It brings it out and you just drag it out. That was how I got this simple. So just to save us the stress. So I can just write at the back of every icon, make sure you write what the icon is for. Some people might not be able to know. I know it is search because I've been designing for a while. Some people might not know. So I just write search here. And then hold on this, hold this, Shift A, Control Z. For some reason they did not enter. So I get this very close to this. I just highlight the both and I do my Shift A to add them both in an auto layout, and then I drag this way. Once I drag, I put a fill. So I want it to have my light green fill. So I put a fill. So I come here. I want to give a space. This is too close. So I just come here. We'll do 20. A shift. So I think it's better. So this should not be white. White is contrasting with this color. You can see that the gray is more clearer. So we'll just come here and we'll give it that gray. Beautiful. So for this, we want to give it a corner radius of 20. And then I just take this, drag it up to this point. It enters. So I want to reduce this. I can see very well that it's too big. So I think 20 is now big. So just give it a corner radius of 10. What else I can do is to come here, pick this picker. I want to pick the background color. Alright. So like I said earlier, the difference between a good and bad designer is to know when to make things faint. I just want this thing to be very faint. It shouldn't be so shouty. I just want it to be very faint. Very, very faint. So the next thing I want to do is my post a job button. How do I do this? Since it's post, it means they're adding a new thing. So I just took a plus sign. Just go to Iconify and click plus. This comes out. And then this will come here. And then I write post a job. Then come here, click outside of it. You get it very close to it. You highlight the both, Shift A, added in an auto layout. Auto layout added, you can see that. So give it a fill. Remember, we have a color we are working with, dark brown. Just give it that dark brown. And then we want it to be at the center. Corner radius of, let's do 10. 10 works. So I also want to give them a notification bar. Yeah. So just go to your your iconify and search notification. You'll get this notification bar. It's that simple. Shift A, you add this auto layout is added. So I just take this all the way up here and I keep it there. I see that our dashboard is coming together. I keep it there. So we've done something. You can call this the nav bar. We've done something. So now let's work on this first frame. So to work on this frame, I think I want to give this a white. So that's F into 6 places. And then I want this to be my recruitment overview. Just for them to see how many people they've hired and all of that. So 16 bold is perfect. I want to drag this down. And then I can say something like streamline this to suit what you want. Does that work? Streamline this to suit what you want. I can say something like streamline this to suit. On a big job settings, they employ a UI writer separately that will give you all these write-ups. So if you don't, just go to ChatGPT and it will do the work for you. So what you want. Okay. And I want to give this a 10. Don't think this is too small. You probably are not seeing it because you are using your phone. But when you go to a laptop, it's as clear as it can be. This is Shift A. See Shift A. Space between them is too much. Let's do -8. I'm already seeing that is 0. So I'm trying to minus already. So -16. Let's do -24. Let's do -28. Okay, this works. So when I drag this into this, so it's white against white, so you can't see it. Make sure it's highlighted. You just come straight down here. I want to give it a black color. So black is 0 into 6 places. Beautiful, it showed. So it was there, but then it was just small, so you couldn't see it. Okay. At this point, is the spacing okay? I think the spacing is okay. It's okay, right? Let's try -20, -30, multiple of 4, right? I think 32 is a multiple of 4, not 30. To make things even worse or better, I think I want to make this just this trimline. I want to give it a gray color, but a dark gray. Yeah, I want to be there but not there. That kind of feeling. So I'm just trying to control what they should see, what they should not see, just the way I want them. So with this, I already told them I want them to see this recruitment. They will not see that it's like something is under the recruitment. They will not look and then they will see this one. This is not really necessary. The main point is that this is the recruitment overview that I want them to see. So what do I do next? I get this Shift G. Would that work? No, it wouldn't. So I have to do that manually. Shift G. So I just drop this here. We'll just add a random column. Give it 20. Then I drag this here. And then I want to be able to put 4 things. Did it enter? No. Meaning I need to reduce this. So I reduce this to this. So I drag this here. Now I think it's too small. It means it could have entered. Maybe I didn't look well. Yeah, it entered perfectly. Then I drag this here. So I just move this to this extreme end. You have to be very patient with design. This might be confusing. I just want to encourage someone. With time, you would get used to this app. Is not difficult to use. Everything that you start would always feel so overwhelming. But with time and with constant practice, you would get used to it. So I want to give this a purple color. So at this point, you are free to This is F3. So I already wrote down these colors that I wanted to work with for the sake of this. And then I want to give this let's give it a yellow, which is FF. You don't need to cram it as I said earlier. You just isn't this too much? I don't know, I feel like this is too much. Okay, let's just leave it for now. Then let's give this a green color, a green, light green feel. So DCFC E7. So let's give this a kind of red because I want to use it for reject. A light red. Let's do FF E2 E5. FF E2 E5. E2. I want to edit this color. I think I want to do FFE to E5. Okay, let's leave it. So this should be, I think I don't like this, so I'll just change it to FADE. Okay, I think this works. So we're already heading somewhere. So what I normally do, I just take this out. I want to keep it where I can see. I just come here, hit this. So I want to say probably they've employed 100 persons. You just write 100. You are free to forge figures. This is just, you are free to forge figures. So I think we picked 40, right? At this point, yeah, we just use 40. And then I drag this out. I will write applicants. And then I want to use 16 regular. I leave this here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to put an icon that shows applicants. People that are applying, they're obviously writing, they're filling the form. So that's why I picked this icon. You just go to your iconifier and search applicants. You can search writing. Then I want to put this icon in an auto layout. I'll do Shift A, Control Z. That didn't work. So the first thing I will do is to add it to a frame, and then I'll do Shift A. So I will come to the padding. I want to give it a padding of 10, 10, up, down, left, right, and then give it this. So this is our purple. I just pick my purple color. I want to give it a deeper feel of the purple color. Then I come here. I want to make this frame to become a circle. We all know I've been doing this before. Once I click 20, it gives, you can see this, it's already a circle. So who is unmuted? Admins, help me check who is unmuted that is disturbing this class. Please kindly unmute students. Admin, help me remove the person that is unmuted. Thank you. So we just come here and I hold on this, Shift A. Then I get this right here. I've added this button and auto layout. Then hold down on my Shift, click on this, Shift A. I want to reduce the spacing between them. So let's try 16. I think I want to make this 10. I want to give it a black, 0 into 6 places. I want to give this a black too, which is 0 into 6 places. I want to do this so I can see that it's bigger than this. So I just come here. Once I push it, enter. That is because this is in auto. If it was in 178, I push it, wouldn't enter. So I'll just come here and give it auto. So when I push it, enters. So the spacing between this, the whole frame, I feel like it's too much. So I just come here. The next is 8. So So I feel like it's still much. So we'll do 4. Let's check this out. So I think this works. So I'll do Ctrl C to copy this, and I come here. I'll do Ctrl V. I want it to Ctrl Z. So I should have done Ctrl Shift R and press to replace. So I just get these write-ups here. We'll edit it later, but for now I'll just add it to this. It's entered. Hold my Alt, hold my mouse pad. I add it here. Hold my Alt, hold my mouse pad. I add it here. So this should be probably those that have been shortlisted. This should be those that have been hired, and red obviously for those that have been rejected. So I just want to change the figures. You're free to use whatever you want. You're just forging figures. Hired 10, rejected 90 or something. So for this, I want to give it a deep feel of this color. So I just come here, pick my fill, click on this, it gets the color. Then I just take it down all the way here to get the deep fill. So I come here, click on this, open here, click on this, click this, then I just drag here. So I just come here, click this, get this fill. I just come here, press hold and drag to get this red fill. So yeah, beautiful. So I want to click this inside and then make sure I click out. I want to make sure I'm holding all at the center. Then click this, come to position in center. Click this, come to position in center. Click this, come to position in center. Beautiful. So we've done the recruitment overview, where they'll be able to see just an overview of how many persons applied, how many they've shortlisted, how many they've hired, and how many they've rejected. So it's just an overview. So for this, I think for this I want to do Ctrl Z. This is the reason why I always like bringing it out. So I just drag this out here. And then I just hold on this, hold my Alt, drag out. And I want it to enter here. And then I give this a white fill, which is 5F into 6 places. Is this a rectangle? Is this a... Oh my god, this is a rectangle. Alright, these are rectangles. Okay, I will quickly just fix that. I really don't like working with rectangles. You can do that for low fidelity, but for when you start adding colors, it doesn't really always make sense, you know. So I drop this here. What do? I look at this rectangle, look at the settings. You can see that the width is 625, 369. So I just get a frame, click here. So I'll just come to it. 629. I've forgotten what I saw the height was. 369. 369. Beautiful. Then we're giving it 40, right? So are you seeing why I hate a frame? Why I hate a rectangle? It just goes out on its own. If this was a frame, they could have all been in a container. So I hold all of this, hold this, Shift A, and then I just drag it out, and then I get this, and I put it there. Do Ctrl C, replace it with this, Ctrl Shift R, and then I get all of this and put it inside of it. it's not really entering inside, so I always like taking it out whenever I want to add. Why is this still a rectangle? Was it rectangle I picked? This is still a rectangle. I don't know what's up with me at rectangles. I just drag a new one. Make sure you're seeing frame. I look at it again, 625369. So I come here, I change it 625369. And then I do enter. I just drag this inside of it. It enters. I make sure I position it well. $285. Let's see this. I feel like this is longer. 295. So what's this? 29. So this is short. So just make this 293. Beautiful. So I just I think I want to reduce the frame size of all of this. I just hit on one. I'll change the width. Let's do 270. We hit the second one. Let's do 270. I feel like I just pick for nothing. Let's do 217. We hit on this. Let's do 217. And then for the spacing between them, this was 6, which is wrong. Let's do 12. It's a multiple of 4. So this is 12. Let's try 16. So we'll change this one to 16 too. So we just close this. Click on this. We'll close this. We'll click on this and we close this. So I just position this one. Beautiful. To give it a good breathing space. So this is 10. Let's make it 16. Oh wow. 16. So I just come here. I feel like this 40 is too much. So let's use 20. I do Ctrl C. Or I just simply drag it in. I just drag it into that space. So take this out. Our workspace is there to take this out. So to get this, I just pick another frame. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get the size of this rectangle. This is 547259. I just come here. 547259, and then we're maintaining 20, and then this should be white. So it's white. So I want to show like a graph that shows when they posted their job, how many people really clicked, how many people just viewed and passed, how many people clicked, how many people applied. You know, how many of you have ever tried to apply for something and then you just saw it, you wanted to apply, you clicked on it and you finally did not apply, you just left. You felt like, what's the order will get accepted? You just left it. So even the person that posted the job would get a notification of people that just clicked and people that really applied, you know. So I want to show that here. So how do we do that? So we're using a plugin that I forgot to list, which is icon. I generate. For some reason it's not here. I generate chart. So we just come here, we add it, we search I chart generate. I think that's the word. I chart. Yeah, that's it here. So just pick it. You allow it to load and open. This could take a while depending on your network. So I can see that students are leaving. We'll be dropping our attendance again after this class, and we will just write it second attendance. That's the one I will use. So you don't just drop attendance and leave and expect me to queue it in. So once we're done with this class, we'll drop a second attendance and we will tag it second main attendance. Just drop it. Yeah. So just let that load. I don't know why that's taking so much time. I just check my network. How do I do this? I come here and type fast.com. Check my network speed. 1.7 Mbps, 2. Okay. So we are good. So we'll go back here and wait for it to open. So this is it. I generate whatever you want to generate. So while we wait for that, we can be working on this particular frame while we wait for this to generate. Okay, it's open now. So we want to generate a chart, so we click on chart. For the chart we want to generate, it will be 2 rows. It will be 2 rows and 12 columns. Let's see how that works. Let's hit enter. Okay, I think I like it. So I think I like it. So I just come here. 12 is much. You could have done 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So can we remove this manually? Okay, yeah, we can. So I want to write the days of the week. So this is Monday. This is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. This is Thursday. This is Friday. Saturday, and then this is Sunday. And then we just take this out. So this should have been 7 instead of 12. Because we're trying to show the days of the week and how people applied on those days. So we'll take this chart out. This group. You keep double tapping till you enter where you want to enter. I'm tapping twice till I get in here. I double tap till I enter inside here. Then I remove this. I double tap till I remove this. I just keep double tapping till I enter here. Then I remove this. I double tap till I enter here. Is it 7 now? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, we don't pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ctrl Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ctrl Z. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we want the days of the week to just be under each of them. Or if this is stressful, we'll just generate a new one. I'm just putting 7. So this should just be 7. That's all we've been stressing for. This is 2. This is 7. Then I just come here and change to Monday. I don't have time to be changing it then. I change to Tuesday. Wednesday. Then this should be Thursday. Then we'll change this to Friday. And this Saturday. I don't want this decimal. I want it to be a whole number. And then we hit generate. So once we hit generate, I think they were 8. So I need to come and check this out. Yeah. So I want to change the field. I just come here, click on this. I come down to my selection. So I want the ones that have pink. I want to give them our light gray. The ones that have this, I want to give them this. I want this to shine. I want the one that have orange to symbolize people that actually applied. And I want this to show people that viewed. I just drag this out here, Ctrl Z. So I hit on my K and I scale to be very small. So remember this, the settings being, so what's the setting? 547259. I hit on my frame, keep it here, then I give it that setting, which is 547. I'll check again. $259, and then I tick 259, enter. Then I want to give it a corner radius of 20. We are so far from what we should cover today. We are so far. It's almost 9. Okay. And then I want to scale this. I hit on my V. I want to come here and move this way. Just expand it. Beautiful. Then I want to take this right up. Just drag it out. Holding my Alt and press holding on my mouse pad. And then I just come and keep it here. I want to change it now to Job Insights. A graphical insight on the posted jobs. Then I just reduce this. Just get this in properly. And then the whole of the frame, I will do Ctrl C. I'll come here, Ctrl Shift R, which is paste to replace. So we are getting somewhere already. So we've done for this. This won't take time, so let's just do it quickly. So I want to do we'll go back to I want to generate a pie chart. I think this works. I think this works. We will do 2 to 2. So take this down to 2 to 2 0. Oh, so this should be 2, not 3. Let's hit enter and see. Oh, beautiful. This is what I wanted. So I want this to show your open and closed job. Remember what I told you, that once they've gotten the people they want, employers, they will just close the job. So they want to be able to see how many jobs they've opened for the year and how many they closed. So I just came here and I picked our dark orange, and then for this I picked our light orange. I just come and edit it. So this should have closed jobs, and this should have open job. So a dashboard is an overview of what exactly is happening on their website. So an overview of what is exactly happening on their website. So I check the size of this 225. I can see from here 225, 251. So I just come here and I hit this. Then I change it to 225. I come here 251, enter. I give this 20. Then I want this to enter here. So I need to really make sure it just fits. First of all, I want to call this job summary. I just get this into this by just dragging, holding my Alt. So job summary. I just get this out. I think I want to put 17. 73, and it works. Just be putting random figures. Shift G, add them in the group. I just reduce this so that it will suit, it will enter this properly. And then I get this. I reduce it, Ctrl Z, V. I just get it, and I drop this here. Ctrl Z. So I think I want to drop them individually. So drop this here. I come here, and then I drop this here. So this is showing open job, this is showing closed job. Tap the both, Shift A, add them in an auto layout. Then hold this and move this here. And then we'll position it well. This we position it well. I think this works. So we'll just take this, we'll copy it, and we'll keep clicking till we enter just into this. We'll do Shift Control Command R, and then Shift G to see what we've done so far. Personally, I think we've made progress. Let's quickly do this. This is not gonna take time. So what do I want to do? So spend me 10 minutes for this side, and then we can end for the day, knowing that it's running here and here. So what do I want to do? I want to get a frame, just leave it there. Give this 300 to form a circle. So they're not equal size. I just come here 251. I can see this is 251. To make it the whole circle, hold my scale. I just scale it down. Then go back to my V. And then I want to put something like people's name. I'm just forging them, Jane Copper. And then I come here, I want to give this 16. Drag this down. Probably he applied to be a UI designer or something. This is the people that just applied. I just want to be showing them here. So I just come here regular. Hold this, Shift A. Space between them is too much. I just do -8. Hold this, Shift A. Space is too much, 24. So I just drag one out. And I want to say the stage is in. Maybe this person was rejected. So we just note rejected. So add it in an auto layout. Plus, remember when we are showing rejected, this is the color we are using. So we just pick that color. So this should not be white. The font should not be white. We go back again and pick this darker shade of red to show that this person is rejected. I think I want to give this a typography, a regular, or even a 10 regular. And then we'll move this here, a corner radius of 10. and then this here. So let's check the settings for this. So we can see 457664. I just come and pick this and drop this here, and then I give it that setting 456664. I don't know if that was what I saw. Let's confirm. 457 or that 456. Oh, 457. Okay. And then we want to give a corner radius of 20. So I want to reduce this, just make it smaller, and the spacing between this is much. So this is -8, let's do -16, and then hold the whole of this, hold my shift, hold this, shift A, and then I want to add them all here, but not yet. So I come here, double tap till I enter the circle, right click, come to plugin, and then I come to UI faces. I want to add someone's face. So we'll just let that load. As it's loading, I think we can just come here, we'll drag this out, give this a title. So I want this to be recent activity. So we also below are the recently applied people. Below, it's very small. Let me zoom so you can see. Maybe are your recent applicants or something. Let's use your. Then this should be Ctrl Z. This should be recent activities. Okay. So we're still waiting for the UI face to load. We are still waiting for the UI face to load. Once, okay, it's up. So make sure you are holding on where you want it to enter. If not, it will just enter anywhere. So we'll just click on it and it enters the circle. Then we'll get it here. We'll drag this into this place. So we're not seeing the right up, obviously because it's white. I just move this here because it's white, so we've got to make it black. 0 into 6 places. So I just drag this maybe 4, 5, 6 times, I don't know. So we want to be changing the face. This is to show different people applied, different genders. Normally we should also change the name, and I just come here, hold my shift, come here, hold on this, shift A. I add them all in an auto layout, and then 12 is the space between them. And then come here, Ctrl C, come here, Ctrl Shift R. So I think we'll stop here for today. Kindly note that for this section and this section, I'll do them and record and post on the YouTube channel. Do well to watch them when the videos are out. Yeah.